ready to celebrate? What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Hashtag Celebrate Columbus show. My name is Josh Burnett, and I'm super excited about this special edition of the Hashtag Celebrate Columbus show. Columbus, I'm so excited to get to introduce you to two of the great sponsors of the Hashtag Celebrate Columbus show. We're here at Chevrolet of Columbus, and we're just really thankful this time of year especially for what's going on in Columbus. And if you've ever seen something really cool happen in Columbus, Chevrolet of Columbus has been a part of it. And we're so excited to be interviewing them today. You might be familiar with the guests that are on the show today, but just in case there's 2 or 3 people out there in Columbus who don't know who you are, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to Columbus and tell us a little bit about you.
Thanks, Josh. My name is Leo Portaluppi, owner of Chevrolet of Columbus. We're excited to be part of the show and definitely a sponsor of the show. Been a resident of Columbus for about 4 years now, and we're excited to be here. We're excited to be part of the show with you.
Thanks. Mayor?
Well, Leo is the owner, by the way, not me. So, no, I'm glad to be here. Leo's made a big difference for me and my family and Columbus. So we might want to talk about that a little bit.
Yes. And Columbus, I don't want to get you too excited, but Leo has got a little bit of Oprah and Ellen in him because Chevrolet of Columbus is going to be doing a giveaway. And so you want to be watching this special edition of the Hashtag Celebrate Columbus show. Let's get into the show. So something that I've noticed, guys, about Chevrolet of Columbus is that you're different than any other dealership that I've heard about or seen. What's that all about, and what are you trying to do for people at Chevrolet of Columbus?
I think the difference comes from kind of my background. My background was not the traditional car dealer. I started off on the other side of the business, which was service and parts, when I first started in the car dealerships. And there was a lot of things that bothered me about the car business. It bothered me that salespeople were happy to take advantage of customers. It bothered me that it was so difficult to buy a car. Those things always bothered me. So I always said if I had a chance to do it myself, I would do it differently. So here we do, our salespeople are not paid on commission.
The no vulture zone,
no
right?
No vulture zone is some kind of tagline we came up with to play on that. But it's really about that, is we pay our salespeople salary. They do get bonuses for selling cars, and they do get bonuses for customer service, but they don't get any kind of commission on how much you spend or how much we make. And they're really, truly focused on the customer. And that's something that I've wanted to do for a long time. And then when I got an opportunity to own my own dealership, we went ahead and did it. Being a full disclosure dealership, showing customers everything, not having any smoke and mirrors or anything hidden, was very important to me. And again, when I got an opportunity to own my own dealership, I said, I'm going for it. And it's been very well received. We're doing very well. And I think a lot of it is that we're an honest approach to selling cars. Dealerships have a bad enough reputation already. We didn't need to add to it. So we try to be different, and it's been very well received.
And Fred, something that we've talked about in our Chevrolet of Columbus conversations several different times is how much you guys are involved in the community. Why is that so important to you, and why are you so excited to be a part of this dealership with Leo?
Well, that's my background. I've been involved in Columbus for over 40 years, and Leo gave me the opportunity to continue that. But, Leo, when he interviewed me, and he probably doesn't remember all this stuff, but I certainly do, a little over 3 years ago now. It was one of those things that he told me what he wanted to do, and he wanted to be more than a car dealership. He wanted to be a part of the community. And that's what hit me, and I'll never forget that. And he's put his money where his mouth is, because instead of taking some of that money home with him, maybe to his family or what, he's given it to the community. And it's not a couple bucks either. It's been a lot of money, but it's not the money. If you would have been here last year to see the smiles on the kids' face, over 50 kids that we had a little Christmas for here at the dealership on a Sunday, it was just fantastic. And the things he does with Yes Cinema, and I can name a dozen others in the community, and they're not the insignificant dollar. It's one of those that makes a big, big difference in the community. So that's why I enjoy working here. He's given me an opportunity to help him, and when I see him, sometimes he wants to go the other way because he thinks it's going to cost him some more money. So, I try to, stay as low profile as I can. But Leo's done a great job. He's got a great team, and I'm just thrilled to be working here.
Yeah, and it seems like you really focus, with our relationship, it's been growing over the last several months on developing people here at the dealership. Could you talk about that as a business owner? There's several people that watch this show that are either business owners or wish that they could help younger people develop. That's a big thing in Columbus. How are you able to successfully train people to continue to grow and get better?
Well, it comes from two parts. I was very fortunate that I had people that took me under their wing and helped me and helped me grow. The other part of it is that's been my best success is hiring people, helping them grow into a position instead of trying to hire somebody that knows that position. So that's really what we've done. We've had several people in the last almost 4 years in business that has grown into other management roles and other things. That's really been most of my success. My success have been there is grooming people, helping people get to the next level. Same thing a lot of people have done for me when I was, learning the business. We hire salespeople that's never sold cars before. We have a structured process that shows how to be successful there, and it's really just up to them to take advantage of the things we put in place.
That's awesome. And one of the other things that I've seen, you guys be successful at is giving back to the community. Fred, you talked about that a little bit. What are some exciting things going on at this time at Thanksgiving that you're thankful for, and how are you showing that as a dealership?
Yeah, the number one is my team. We have such fantastic people here. We really do. People that not only just love selling cars, but they truly love the community, and they love helping people. And they can do it in a non-confrontational way that maybe they can't do it in another dealership. And the community has supported us so much with Fred's efforts and the people Fred knows, but the community has just embraced us, and we're not the new kids on the block anymore. They've embraced us. They've helped. So many people throughout the years have reached out and offered to help us, and that's really where the passion comes from. We have a commitment. The better we do, the more we're going to give back, and that's something that we're going to continue to do. So every year we've done a little better, and every year we've given back a little more, and that's not, because I'm a nice guy or anything like that. I really feel like that's our obligation. We are obligated to do that. The better we do, the more we give back to the community that supported us. So it's not a personal, because I'm a nice guy, it's what we're obligated to do. This is what this business is obligated to do. And, fortunately, every year we've grown and we've done better, so we're able to do a little more. And we have some stuff coming up this month and next month.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about that, because I know that people have probably seen the Facebook ad out there. They've seen the video that you guys have created. Adam does a great job with the videos. Tell us a little bit about what you're trying to do and how we can be a part of that to help.
Yeah, so this year we came up with an idea to help a deserving family, and obviously we always try to tie cars into it.
Yeah.
Right? That's what we do. So we said, well, there's probably a lot of people out there that could probably use a car, can use a reliable vehicle to get to work, to do those things. So we want to donate a vehicle. We want to donate a vehicle to a deserving family, and we thought, well, what better way is to get the community involved and have them nominate somebody and kind of write a little background about that person, and then maybe have our team, our employees, kind of vote for the person. And so we're going to be giving a car away on December 16th.
It's awesome.
And we've asked for the community to help us, pick the right person. So if you can nominate somebody, we have a link on our website. If you go to our website, that's called Car Giveaway, and you can kind of nominate somebody that you think deserves a vehicle or could use a vehicle.
That's really cool. What does that mean so much to you, Fred? Because I know that you were excited about that when Leo came up with that idea.
Yeah, and he did come up with that idea.
I know he did.
Not
yeah.
we, that's Leo came up with it. The big problem is how many cars can we give away? Because
Right.
so far these the ones that we've received so far, they're all good, solid reasons for someone to have a car. So it's going to be a tough thing. But that's the thing about Leo. He wants to give back. He wants to be a part of the community. There's deals that he does that he's not going to make anything off of, and he knows it. But that's an obligation as he calls it. So it's great to be working for Leo. It's great to be working for Leo in Columbus, Indiana. And I think, I told him a long time ago, I said, we may not make you rich, but we're going to make sure that, you're going to be successful. And so far, in 3 years, it's just been fantastic. It's fun to come to work. I don't even call it work. I told him when it becomes work, I'll leave. So, but it's one of those things that Leo cares about the community in which he lives. His family's here, and he's been a big part of it. But he's the one that's put this team together, and I think that it's going to get bigger and better every year.
That's awesome.
Fred gives me a lot of credit, but it's really the team that makes it happen. So it's not me. It's everybody's efforts, and it's definitely not me. It's the team. I'm lucky to have a good team.
Well, that's great. Well, hey, Dustin, I want to go ahead and make sure that you put a description right here. We can put that link so people can follow that, and we'll also put it in the text description so you can nominate a deserving family to get a new car. How great would that be for someone in our community that you can nominate them and get them a car? They deserve to have that car. And there's people that are, especially around this time of year, that they've been going through a lot of stuff throughout the year, and you could be a part of helping them and serving them and join the team at Chevrolet of Columbus, because I know that's what you guys are trying to do here. You're not just trying to sell cars, you're trying to create relationships and make a better Columbus. So with that being said, I think, we ask this every time we have a show, and I really want to hear this because I've never asked you this before, Fred, and I've never asked you this before, Leo, but why do you all celebrate Columbus?
I think it is the people here. I traveled a little bit looking for this opportunity. So I lived in Texas, and then I moved to Kentucky, and I moved a couple different areas until I finally got an opportunity to own my own dealership and, my dream. And I can tell you this, other places that I've lived, people weren't as excited to live. They weren't excited to live there. There wasn't that excitement. There wasn't that community bond. And as soon as we got here and we started telling people we just moved here, people were just lit up, and they were just so excited to show us around and tell us all the great things about Columbus. That's not things we've experienced in other cities. So I would say the people of Columbus are second to none. The community's beautiful. It has a lot to offer, but yet it still kind of feels like a small town. But it still, has all the amenities and things that you look for in a big city. So there's just so much to the city to celebrate.
Awesome.
He did a great job. I couldn't have said it any better myself.
Yeah.
Well, I've lived here my entire life,
Yeah.
and I could have gone to other communities to live, I suppose. But I brought my family up here, and it's been great for them. My daughter teaches school here, and my other daughter still lives here, and got my grandkids here. It's a great place for kids. It's a great place for families, and it's a great place for business. So you put all of that together with all the ethnicity that we have in this community. What another way to learn and educate yourself by seeing other people coming from other parts of the world, and it's just great. So I'm glad to be a part of it.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for being on the hashtag Celebrate Columbus show, and really for believing in us and what we're trying to do. You've really inspired us by what you do on a day in and day out, as well as supported us and encouraged us. And you're developing us. We're trying to learn from you each and every day. And so Columbus, this show is possible because of sponsors like Chevrolet of Columbus. And I just want you to see how special that is. I reached out to Leo, and he liked some of the things that we were doing, and he has helped this show get better and better and better. And so I just want to encourage you. Everybody's got to drive a car, and I really want you to come and see Leo and Fred and the great team out here, because they're going to help you throughout the entire process. We personally needed to buy a vehicle, and so we came out here, and it was the easiest process for actually getting a truck. They made it easy for me to understand. They took care of our family, and they understood exactly what we needed. And it was just straightforward. It was honest. And I think that everyone can appreciate that. And if I couldn't say anything more than this, you got to come out and be a part of Chevrolet of Columbus. It's not just a dealership. This is an important part of our community. And so I want to say thank you so much for watching this edition of the hashtag Celebrate Columbus show. We hope you have a great Thanksgiving. And more than anything, please nominate someone to get this new car. you could be a part of helping a special family this Christmas. Thanks for watching this edition of the Hashtag Celebrate Columbus Show.